Real leaders take responsibility when it's going bad, and they deflect credit when it's going good. Real leaders shoot you straight. They let you know where you stand, and they can admit when they make a mistake or if something isn't right. And right now, we have a real drought of leaders, not only in sports, but in general. A great example of this happened very recently. Congressman Jim Jordan questioned NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell on why the NFL has basically banned Dave Portnoy and fined Jack Del Rio for their beliefs. Here's his ridiculous response. Let's play the clip.
Commissioner, you believe in the First Amendment, don't you?
I do.
I mean, all parts of it, all rights we have. Your right to practice your faith, your right to petition the government, right to assemble, freedom of press, freedom of speech. You believe in all that.
Yes, Congressman.
Why do you ban Dave Portnoy from NFL games?
Pardon me, I couldn't hear your question.
Why do you ban Dave Portnoy from NFL games? He's a journalist. In fact, he's a sports journalist. Why is he banned?
Congressman, I'm not familiar with that issue. I'm happy to check with my staff, but I'm not aware of that. Yes.
Well, I think we're all aware of that. We're all aware of that.
Roger Goodell knows that everyone knows he's lying, but that doesn't matter to him. He knows there's no repercussions for it. So basically, he's pleading the fifth. How about you man up and give an honest answer for once? Tell us why Dave Portnoy is being singled out and why Del Rio got fined for just stating his basic beliefs. To me, you're a coward. You're in a position of power as the commissioner and you make money hand over fist, yet you can't give the fans, the ones who pay your salary, a straight answer. I guess there's something in the water these days, and I don't even live in Flint. Our leaders in all areas accept no responsibility. Most actually deflect the blame onto someone else. That's in all areas of our lives. They play us like fools and they don't believe we deserve or can handle straight answers. We tell our children to be accountable, tell the truth, and don't run from your problems, face them. Well, maybe we should start telling these so-called leaders or adults the same thing. And also maybe they need to brush their teeth before they go to bed. Now, whether it's gas prices, food shortage, inflation, or football, when you have leaders who so blatantly cast the blame or duck tough questions, you actually don't have leaders, just a bunch of cowards in overpriced suits. And that's exactly what Roger Goodell is. And this ain't it. Look, it's the truth.
This surprised you?
No, it doesn't. That's what pisses me off.
It's the nipple league.
It's a joke.
League.
Like, we know, you know why Dave Portnoy can't go to NFL games. And you know what? I'd have a lot more respect for you as a man or as a human being if you would have just come out and said, all right, this is why.
And here, I'll give the answer. This is it. Because he sold shirts of me with a red clown nose on my face.
That's exactly right. You're a child. We are being led by children. Because you want to know why? Because when there's no accountability and when there's no repercussions for doing a bad job, why the hell would you care if you're transparent or do a good job? Just show up.
Yeah, Roger, we know you heard the question.
Yeah.
Everyone knows you heard it. And two, why do you look like you're about to cry? Are you okay? What's wrong? And three, it just shows us where we are in society. We're soft. We're soft when we need to be soft. That's why we did something of extra content earlier today that we talked about Roger Goodell and how soft and how fake he is. He is a puppet. That's all he is a puppet, and he's getting his strings pulled, and his strings come down to money. That's all that matters. He'll tell us what we need to hear because we're that dumb enough to listen and not dumb enough to do anything about it.
Well, again, it's the part that pisses me off is that it's all around. It's in everything. We have nobody that comes up in any part of life with our leaders right now that comes in and says, you know what? It is unacceptable. You're right.
I'd say two people.
Who?
I don't know leaders, but Dana White and Greg Sankey.
I'll give this to you. I'm talking about like in macro.
Yeah.
Like macro. People get behind and want to follow people that deflect the credit and take all the responsibility when it's not going good. That's who I want to play for. That's somebody who I want to lead me. Somebody that I know when I talk to them, they care about where I'm coming from because they know that I'm under them and they're going to shoot me straight. Nobody has the balls to take responsibility for stuff going bad. All right? You ban Dave Portnoy? Man up, Roger. Tell us why. Look us in the eyes and tell us. Stop running from everything. All right? The same thing with Jack Del Rio. Jim Jordan asked him about that. Oh, well, it's up to Ron Rivera and they can do whatever they want. The man got fined for stating his belief. I don't care if it was from Ron Rivera. I don't care if it's from his wife or if it was from the NFL. It's ridiculous. But you see it now. Oh, gas? Not our fault. Food shortage? Not our fault. Oh, baby formula shortage? Not our fault. Border? Not our fault. Somebody step up, please, and just be a man, a grown man or a grown woman, and take responsibility. Maybe you won't poll in the 30s if you actually man up and take responsibility for stuff going bad. But nobody wants to follow somebody that has no character and has no moral fiber when it's going bad. Because adversity does not build character, it reveals it. And when somebody shows you who they are, believe them. And Roger Goodell and all these other people continue to show us who they are. It's about time we start believing them.
Well, there's no repercussions. They can do what they want.
Well, again, that's the problem.
People are just going to say, well, the NFL is the most popular sport. They're bringing in a whole bunch of money, better than it's ever been, so we're just going to leave more.
And again, look, because it's always about the money. It's 100% always about the money. That's what it will always be about. And I get that to a certain extent. But at some point, it's going to come back and bite you. It's going to come back and bite you. It's karma, whatever you want to call it. At some point, it's going to come back and get you. But what you're seeing right now, the reason people are all pissed off, the reason people don't like Roger Goodell, and the reason people love Dana White, when Dana White has a problem, what does he do? He confronts it and they talk about it. He doesn't duck it. Something happens, they're going to talk about it. Good, bad, or indifferent. Good, bad, or indifferent, they're going to talk about it. And that's the difference. That's the difference between people you want leading you and the people you don't want anywhere near you. And the person that Roger Goodell is, I don't want him anywhere near me. I don't want him anywhere near me, and I tell him that to his face. So
I agree. You want some Bishop Club questions?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Jimbo Eagle, is Goodell worse than Adam Silver?
Yes.
I think so.
Yes.
So?
Because at least Adam Silver knows how to market the stars in the NBA.
I agree with that. River says, I live in Vegas. If y'all ever visit here, I highly recommend visiting the UFC headquarters.
Oh, we'd love to do that.
Hey, we want to come to the Grand Prix
every now and
next
then.
year.
Our boy Natan Levy, two's got a fight coming up. We had Mike Beltran, UFC referee, interviewed him. That's a great show. If you guys missed it, check the archives for it. What else, B?
Sister Rick says, how is Goodell still around? Amazes me.
Because, he's perfect.
So who replaces him when he finally goes?
It'll be another puppet.
His deputy.
It was the best way to put. I don't know. Low Roger Goodell. I don't know. The thing, Blaine, you said it best. Roger Goodell really does nothing. He really does nothing. You make, what is it, like $42 million? It's something nuts per year to do nothing. Nada, zilch, nothing. And it's again, he's a placeholder. He's going to continue to be a placeholder. He's going to echo the thoughts on one side.
$63.9 million.
$63.9 million. You can't tell Jim Jordan the reason Dave Portnoy can't go to the NFL game. You pretended like you didn't know who that was.
He doesn't have to. He doesn't have to because, he never has his feet held to the fire or anything like that. The man's just making $60 million just to everybody else tell him what not to do wrong.
Yeah. Well, they said Google created a sentient robot. Like, I'm starting to think Roger Goodell may have already been one. I know.
No way they can be that dumb.
There's no way they can be that dumb?
No way they can be that dumb. I listened to that new robot. There's no way. First of all, scariest thing I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that at the end. I do not want to miss talking about that, the Google Lambda.
All right, hey, if you like what you heard, go ahead and ring that bell. Turn those notifications on. We're bringing it every day, daily from 2 to 3 Central, and we want you here. I can hear it ringing now.